Hey man, it's good to see you. Old buddy, old pal, you know, how good is it to see you, man? You know, I get it, but I just wanted to ask you, do you have like $100 I can borrow? Come on, you got $100, surely, right, man? Okay, I get it. It's a little bit hard. Holidays are coming up. How about 50? You know, I just need $50. $50 would be fine. That's perfect. $50 will help me out a lot, man. Come on, $50. You got $50, right? 50? How about 20? Just a 20. A 20 among our good old friends and pals and buddies and friends and pals. Man, come on, 20. I get it, man. I get it. You're a busy man. You got a family. You got to work. I get it. That's why you have $20 to spare for me, right? Hiya, folks. Fruit Nagi here. Game back into HyperParasite. I remember dying against the third world boss, which, not surprising considering I didn't have any host bodies. I was doing okay for a while, but you know, it is pretty hard to, because the game revolves around host bodies. If you don't have any in that area at first, then it's really hard to get any ground. You get anywhere. You know, that's part, again, that's by design to an extent, but wow. Crazy how weak his bullets are at first. Man, I have not been able to destroy this truck yet. There we go, finally. I know the firefighter is stronger, but it's like, nah, they're not that much better. So yeah, I have to admit, I haven't even gone past the third area boss. So it's like, you know, they talk about the grind of getting all the characters from World 1 in that achievement guide, and it's like, what about actually getting through the third area, considering that I then have to unlock host bodies in the fourth one, and etc. It's like, sheesh. Just actually unlocking content is going to be so hard in the last couple of areas, simply not even just because it's going to cost more money, though it is, but primarily just because it's like, sheesh. You know, how long is it going to take me to get there in general, let alone with any amount of funds on me, or where I actually have any money to invest? And then each time it's like, at most, it seems like you might be able to get one, maybe two bodies in a new area. It's like, oh boy, I got a couple bodies I can invest to, and I just got to come here 4 more times minimum, and that's grossly underestimating it, I would argue. Well, thanks for going the wrong way, you stupid crab drone. Whoa, what the? I have to admit, there is something kind of nerve-wracking about when you come out of your host body and you switch to the parasite when you're trying to grab a new body, because like, you're really, really vulnerable in that transfer. I mean, it's not like that bad. I want the basketball guy. Out of these choices, basketball guy. Really? Dang, that chain wielding punk got me. Because he's not a bad choice, though. No, I kind of like the basketball guy more, but the guy with the chain is not bad by any means. That's why he's one of the more expensive ones at the beginning. Yep, still going linear. Come on. Still going a linear route so far. Here's the store, no reason to go that way. I don't like that one, I think it's dumb. Push up against the enemy and then you can damage them or something. It's like, why do I want to push the enemy? Why do I want to... Because in order to push them, I have to give... That just gives them more opportunity to attack me. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm getting that close, that means that I am letting them have the opportunity to attack me instead of just kill them. You know what I mean? Just get in there and attack. It's like, you know, why mess around with it? There, that way I can go down there later. I don't know why that tune came to mind. It's like Indiana Jones swinging my chain around, hitting people in the face with a metal chain. You know what's cooler than a whip? A chain. Just ask Goodbye and he's familiar with using chains as a weapon. Oh, oops. Oh, I thought I just got killed, to be honest. I'm not actually sure what hit me. I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. Oops. I don't know. That's probably a bad sign that I'm being this careless, huh? I don't know. I mean, I guess, honestly, since I always have a spare host body I can just snatch from whatever I like. It's like... And also knowing that until I get the mini-boss as my host, it's like, it's all irrelevant. It's like, what I use at this time is like, what's it matter? I'm just gonna switch to the mini-boss as soon as I can anyways. It's kind of my attitude about this right now. It's like, who cares? Of course, now that I have him, I might strive for getting the, that one area. Speaking of that one area. Because, if you use his power to move the, dumpster, it goes to a different sewer area? Oh wait, no, I already got the subway ticket down there. That's right. Let him throw his basketball. So yeah, it doesn't even matter. I already got the subway ticket. Because that's just a one-shot item you pick up. Interesting. Now that I think about that. So I know technically those stacks of tires can be a secret item. I know... I'd assume like the dumpster could be. So it's like... I hate to say that, but it's like now I want to check every stupid thing I possibly can on the off chance it contains a secret item. It's like, well yeah, of course you do. Oh, it came at this area from the right this time. Interesting. I also couldn't hurt that until I triggered the battle. I actually had to come into the room full enough. That's an interesting detail. It makes sense, because it allows you to cheap out the game a bit, but... Ah, darn it. No! I like basketball song. Ooh, good back crack. Ironically enough. I guess this, yeah, this is just me thinking out loud about the game again. One thing, I was checking out the updates because this is 1.02 and it released in 1.0, obviously, at the beginning. 1.02 is where they added the 80s mode. No, where they differentiate between the 80s mode and the, what would you call it? The Wrong Millennia mode. Or baby mode. And it was indicating that in the future, they would release new updates that would include other modes. Now, I'm sure that'll take, X amount of time to implement, but I'm very curious what other modes you would have in this game. Because baby mode, basically, if I understand it, you don't... Oops. Well, now I get to try the wrestler. Ironically enough, he just throws punches and kicks. It's like, that's not how wrestlers fight. But, it basically removes any need to earn the unlocks. You just start with all of them. Which would so drastically change the game. It's like, yeah, you would just beat it. It's like, wouldn't it just be a free run? I could see making some mistakes, but unless they added a lot of red enemies, you would have no threats to worry about. But, I'm very curious, what other game modes could you create for this game? I'm trying to consider what else they would change. Now, I could see them adding in a completely different game mode, so instead of playing through all of this, it'd be something completely different. Maybe, for instance, implementing like a survival mode. That'd be a very simple example. I'm not saying that'd really be a good option in this game, because you just kind of survive by nature of taking over other bodies. So the enemies themselves are your hosts, and again, the only thing you can really do that would change it up is just locking some of them off. So it's like, I don't think that'd make a lot of sense. Not saying it couldn't be implemented well, but also, for me, it's like, what would be the point? In this game, there's a lot of emphasis on progression, some emphasis on the kind of corny story, but at least in its main game mode, it's like, yeah, there is a reason, but there is that sense of progression of getting stronger, having more abilities available, etc., etc. So I think that would just kind of really throw the whole thing off. Dang it. God dang it. Man, these guys how are they so cognizant of where my location? You know what I mean? That's the thing that annoys me. It's like, how do you know where I am? Oops. Not actually what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. I want to go up here to get the mini-boss fight. Wow, he starts off with fairly low health, but that's all of the characters who aren't the mini-bosses, to be honest. Wow. Even with the upgrade to the base attack, 3 damage per shot is a lot lower than I was expecting, to be honest. Oops. And I am being really... I hate to use just the word careless. Oh, thanks. Ah, well, I can't complain too much. I at least have a body to keep fighting. It's a lot better than being stuck with nothing. Oops. That's really sloppy, but I'm gonna go with the attack bonus at first. Maybe I should go with life. I'm being really sloppy right now. I think it was this one that I opened up. Yeah, I'll peek, but I don't imagine. Nah, that thing sucked. Not interested. Alright, let's get at least let's get another upgrade from the sewer. Oh, has I been distinguishing between the sewers and I just didn't notice? Because earlier it would have just said normal sewers and now it's saying old sewers. Is that why it's all purple? What does that even indicate? Actually, now I think about it and say it like that, it's like, you know, it's old sewage. It used to be green, now it's gone purple. It's like, what? Is that a thing? I don't want to know if that's a thing. Let's put it like that. It's like, you know, I don't want to know the development cycle of old poo. What a phrase. But, I mean, I know that people have talked about, like, the methane production of cows. But I know there's, like, a ton of cattle in the country. That's completely accurate. However, it's like, have you considered how many human beings there are and how much we defecate? It's like, I imagine not, because that's a weird subject, but it's like when you actually phrase it that way, it's like, man, what is the impact of all of that crap? I mean, because that has to be processed? I don't know how to phrase that exactly, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, it's like, I guess it's the idea where it's like if it were in a natural system and, you know, like in the fields and such, it's like, well, that would just go into the soil and be processed for the minerals and the vitamins, you know, the way Mother Nature does things. That sounds a little more interesting. However, as it is now, the system is that it kind of artificially is going into... Oh, no, now I want to... And now it's just going, instead of being processed that way, it's going into sewer systems and poison. Well, it's higher level. You know, it's in all of our pipe systems. It's going underground, you know, in like huge amounts. So I guess to me, it's like, not so much saying we should all dump it on old Farmer Brown's lawn or anything, but I mean, as we think about trying to be responsible for our future generations and doing what's best, it's like, would a system that would allow it to be processed just by more natural means instead of through a sewer system, would that be better? Is that an improvement? What a thing to talk about in a video game, I know, but I mean, how many times do you go through a frickin' sewer system in video games nowadays anyways? I mean, that was a thing back in the 80s for whatever reason. Whatever maniac first thought of coding that into a game. But in all seriousness, I mean, I don't know, because we're not having our farmers like, okay, round up all your crap so we can run into a sewer system and get it deep underground. Funneling through that, it's like, well, no, we turn that into manure. Obviously, we're not going to do that with human waste. I don't think. But I don't know. I mean, I know that sounds really bizarre, but is that a more sensible thing or a better thing to do with it? Not turn it into manure, but again, like, hey, let's funnel this into the ground instead of, like, let's flow it all into a sewer system. And honestly, once it gets into the sewers, I don't know where it goes from there. I mean, it's not just accumulating indefinitely, as far as I know. Something is being done with it, but what exactly, I have no idea. What should be done, I don't know. Double trouble. I guess I should research the subject matter a little bit more. Dude, you are so annoying right now. I don't know why I'm killing the peons, they're not. No, I got stuck! Dang nabbit! I hate that so freaking much. I am so sick and tired of getting stuck on stuff. Yep, these are both dead, though. I think they just... I even killed the peon enemies just by the explosions of the bosses, so that worked out pretty clean. I did take a hit, obviously, but... What is that? Brute force, I'm assuming that's melee-based. Fragment, frag grade, frag grenade. Yeah, those would all be just temporary. Since I'm not using a melee character, I'm not really interested in a brute force one. Well, actually, I don't have any, so you know what? Let's go ahead and get it. Find out what it does. And it's pretty cheap. Increase the host body's primary damage by 5%, so... Not a lot. I thought, since it didn't say it was melee only, I was like, well, wait a second, maybe anybody can use it. Because it would probably tell me otherwise.
Stage clear.
Okay, I'm almost surprised that I actually made it through based on how I'm doing. I don't know why I'm so spacey. I guess I just am. Yeah, I do have to apologize though, because I was checking out my earlier footage and it's like, oh, even though I can actually kind of hear the music, for whatever reason, it's not being picked up really cleanly in the game. So it's like, that is so annoying. Why did the game, like, footage, why did the music go so quiet on me? I have no idea. Jeez. Oh, wait a second. I just realized that since different characters have different dexterities, that's why some enemies look like they're really catching up and getting in my face. It's because they are. They are, some of them, faster than my character, because it just depends on which host body I'm using. Sorry, that realization just came upon me. But yeah, I do apologize for that. I am having, like, the worst time with my audio balancing anymore. Like, I can't say I ever did an amazing job, but I don't know. I don't know what changed in my settings where I just cannot seem to... I can't seem to... At one time, I was able to record my game audio and my commentary as separate audio channels, and I could alter them accordingly, like they were separate things. So it's like, oh, okay, let me tweak this and rebalance it and make it all harmonized and nice, and as far as my ears could tell. Because again, one thing I've always realized with balancing audio between what I say and what's going on in the action is, since I know what I said, I can, and it's my own voice, it's like I can figure it out really easily. Whereas if it were somebody else speaking, I was like, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you clearly. But I do hate when the music is too quiet in a game like this, because like, you just can't even hear it. It's just ganky. Oh, now you give me an upgrade for... Alright, let's find out what I can invest. I don't know if I can invest in any of them, to be honest. I mean, that one. I'm only missing one more, actually. Which one is that? Got a headband. Karateka. I don't even know what that is. I don't recognize it, but like its form? I don't know, that sounds dumb, but I just can't tell. Oh, jeez, what the heck? No, that looks like another one of those fangirls. Why didn't I get the new one? I don't have all of the bodies unlocked yet. Why didn't you give me the new one, you stupid game? You jerk. Maybe it's because I had to go through one of the secret routes. I mean, I would believe that. But yeah, I don't know what the heck. I've tried mightily to recorrect that audio balancing issue to make it work the way it used to. I don't know how to do it. I wish I did, but it's like, I don't know what changed or what went wrong or whatever, but it's like, you know what? I just have to I have to do test recordings, try to get it balanced, and then I can, afterwards in editing, make it so that my voice is more prominent. There is a way to do that, but once the game audio is recorded, I can't adjust it in post. So it's like, oh, this is so obnoxious and so annoying. It's like, what is going wrong? And it's not one of those things that, because I'm not the most computer savvy individual in the world, I don't understand programming and coding and all those sorts of things. They just fly over my head. It's like, I don't know what the problem is, so I don't know how to fix the problem. So it's like, it's beyond me. And that's the thing, it's like, I know that makes a difference in the quality of my videos, but oof, I don't think that would be the make or break it. Well, I mean, when it's really bad, obviously. There's times I just scrap videos because it's like, it's just so... It's so janky or it's so messed up. It's like, I'm not even gonna sully what little reputation I have by putting it out. But my general point is that it's like, you know, as far as getting out to a larger audience, it's like, man, it's not the make it or break it issue. I think part of it is that I'm not playing games that people are interested in. And I know timing has a lot to do with that as well. Because if you just follow the trends, unless you're already pretty big, you're just going to get lost in the sea of other content creators. But then I might do some indie games here and there because I'm reviewing them either from the developer or because I picked it up recently. But, you know, it's just really hard. It really is, once you get the ball rolling, kind of an issue. It's like, it's very hard to get started. And I am at the point now where it's like, one of the things I was initially valuing was putting out a large volume of video content, because I do want to be a regular uploader. And if somebody comes into my channel and expresses interest, it's like, I want them to have plenty of video content to go through, where it's like, you know, I'm interested. I want to see what he's got. I don't see the map, so it's like, I know there's another enemy. There we go. Actually, that might be the Karateka, now that I kind of look at it. Let's at least do one health upgrade. Yeah, I just realized that might be the Karateka. Let's see. Go here first. And I really wasn't intending it to be this heavy of a Let's Play channel. I'm not opposed to it at all, because video games are a big interest of mine. I really have lost, for this time being, kind of the eclectic nature of what I was really hoping to be as a channel. You know, uploading a variety of videos. And I guess at a certain point, even though I've had issues with the audio balancing, I did find it easier to just start playing a game and recording content like that. And I think the reason is that even though I sometimes like, oh, which game should I play first? I got so many to choose from, and oh, there's a secret item. What is that? Why didn't I pick? Oh, that's brute force. Oh, okay, it got rid of both of them when I switched. I was kind of confused there. But yeah, the higher level, I mean, a permanent upgrade of fire damage over time sounds pretty good to me. Dang nabbit! I couldn't get my aim lined up fast enough, like an amateur that I am. But even though sometimes it's hard for me to make up my mind on which game I should play when and so on, once I start recording the game, it's like, even if I'm not saying a whole lot, which is a really bad habit, it's like, at worst case, I just play the game. It's like, oh no. You know, I just really... Every gamer relates to this, where you just get into it. So I don't really have to worry about what I'm going to go over next. I mean, I should probably prepare more things to talk about when I do Let's Plays. I should be a little bit more pre-cognizant and thoughtful. But the point is that what to cover next is somewhat taken out of the equation for me by proxy of just the fact that I'm playing a video game. And so what comes next is whatever comes next in the game. I'm just playing the game. Oh, I understand now. See, the benefit of the fire over time is that the enemies will panic as they're caught on fire. So they will not be an offensive force you have to worry about. That isn't bad. I really like the electricity, but I would say fire and electricity are pretty good contenders. The poison and the bleed, yeah. Fire and lightning, oh heck yes. Okay, now let me snag this upgrade. Let's go with attack again. Or actually, this is going to be the next to last one. Let me do the attack, and then I think I will go for a parasite life next. Let me go to the shop first. Let's see, I already have all 3 mini-bosses fully upgraded. So should I put this into the Yakuza? I mean, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to defeat the boss, but if I die, let me do this. Because worst case scenario is I might die, and all this entire run is pointless. So let me do that. But anyways, it's I can get distracted. I can lose my train of thought quite easily. I've done that several times throughout this Let's Play as I've talked about different things. So it's very hard, you know, even though I want to do more discussion videos and talk about different matters, that is something I have as a goal and a desire. It's like I have so many things that come to mind. It's stifling. It's like, where do I start? Whereas, again, with a Let's Play, it's like, all the choice I had to make is, which game do I cover? And it's a pretty easy choice. I mean, as far as content creation goes, that's a pretty simple choice, because it's like, just do whatever you have. See, this will force the hand, but I'm wondering, Because I noticed that if you have one element, it doesn't seem like it... Let me double check that, theoretically. Effect. I'm assuming they can only do one at a time. So I'm wondering at this... No, wait. There's a really good chance I'm going to lose this host body. So keep the fire because it's better than just a slight buff to the damage. That was my mistake from earlier. I'm not going to remake it. Okay. But,
The ancient warrior.
you know, I have so many things that I could do that it's like actually just picking one and doing it isn't that easy for me. For me. I'm not saying that it's hard. Like, oh man, it's just such a struggle, dude. Like, you just don't understand the YouTuber struggle. And it's like, no, not at all. It's my struggle. It's my hang-up. Okay, I'm going to switch over my focus to the guy on the left now. Oh, jeez. Dang it. Damn, I'm trying to kill that guy. There we go. Ugh, darn it. Get the whip guy. Nope, not trying to take his body. Wanted his. There we go. See, I knew I'd lose the Raiden body sooner or later, so it's like... You know, why even contest it? Dang it, you stupid... There we go. I was like, let's move. There we go. So yeah, I wasn't wrong. I did lose my host body. That's unfortunate. But I just recently paid for him. That paid off already. Nice. Very good choice there. And keeping the fire. Oh, what's this? It's better, but I think I'm going to save the money because I can invest it into the next area. Yeah, I know at some point I'm going to have to start going through the secret area in the previous area so I can start going through the secret area of this area.
Stage clear.